All right, so you can go ahead and just separate your toes. So try to separate your toes as much as you can. And then give yourself a little rock forward and back. So sort of almost take away some of your balance so that we could then feel the actual balance. Good. And then come back to the center, let your toes, all your toes be on the ground, your feet be flat, standing up tall, let your hands, your palms be open, sort of opening your chest, pulling your shoulder blades together behind you. Take a deep breath in, and then let it go. One more like that. Deep breath in, pushing down on your feet, lengthening your spine, and as you exhale, stay tall and activate your core. Good. And then reach your arms out, and we're just going to do a little twist here. So pulling one arm forward, one arm back. Good. And then separate your feet even more. Bring your hands behind your back, interlace your fingers, pull your arms down, lift your chest up, and come down just halfway. So your chest is facing towards the floor. Make the back of your neck long, so look down at the floor. Feeling the backs of your legs, push your kneecaps back. 2 more breaths here. And bend your knees, lift yourself all the way back up. Good. Release your hands, reach your arms up, hold on to your right hand, and reach your arms over to the left side, keeping your legs still separated. Keep your chin lifted, upper body slightly back, reaching your arms over to that left side. And come back to the center, reach your arms out and down, another little twist here. So swing your arms. Good, and come back to the center. Lift your hands up, hold on to your left hand, your left wrist. And then reaching your arms over to the right side, pushing your hips to the left. Relax your kneecaps. Good, and come back to the center. Release your hands down to your side. Bring your feet together so that your knees facing forward. Good, bring your hands to your heart, and then bend your knees, come into a squat. Weight on the heels. You just give yourself a little bounce here. So kind of move those knees, the muscles around the knees, activating your core. And then come down and hold. 3 breaths here. Chin lifted, heart open. Weight on the heels as much as you can, sitting back. 2 and 1. Release. Good. Bring your hands out. And give yourself a little shake. Good. And then turn to face the top towards the Buddha side. Good. Let your hands come by your side. And inhale, reach your arms out and up. Palms come together. Look at your thumbs. Exhale, fold forward. Reach down to the floor. Inhale, halfway lift. Slide your hands to your knees. Push your knees back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep your arms out and up. And exhale, hands at heart center. Okay. Shift your weight to the right leg and bring your left leg back, coming into a high lunge. So your heel in the back is lifted. That left heel is lifted. Good. And we're going to come down to bend both knees. So come down into like a high lunge. So pull, yeah, there you go. And then you can reach your hands up towards the ceiling, letting your biceps be alongside your ears. Palms face each other. And then in this position, drop that right knee, that left knee down and up, down and up. So a little bit of a lunge pulse here. 2, 3, 2 more. And then hold. Bring your hands back to your heart. Bring it down. Good. Hands to your heart. And then pivot that back foot to stabilize it, pushing it down to the floor. Warrior 1 feet. So that foot is Good. Reach your arms back behind your back. So interlace your hands behind your back, humble warrior. Lift your chest up and then come down. Come down to the left of your right leg. Reach those arms as far up as you can. Two more breaths here. And release. Lift yourself all the way back up. Release your hands. Open your arms out. Separate your legs and bend pulse that right knee. Bending your right knee. Warrior two. Reaching your arms out wide. Good. And then bring it down. So bring it down to that warrior two. Chest open wide. Shoulder blades together behind you so that you're really pulling your... Good, and then reverse warrior two. Bring your left hand to your left leg. Reach the right arm up, stretching through that right side, keeping the right knee bent. And then open back up, warrior two. Bring your right arm down to your leg. Reach your left arm up and over alongside your ears, keeping that right knee bent. Right knee pushes back towards the kitchen. And release, bring it back out, open up warrior two. Then triangle. Straighten your front leg, so straighten that right leg. Flip your hands to face towards me. Then reach, pull your hips back to the left, reach towards your right, and bring your right hand down to your leg. Reach the left arm up and twist. You could also bring it down to a block. Good. Pulling your chin towards your left shoulder, reaching those fingertips up high. Two more breaths here. And release. Bring it back, warrior two. Interlace your hands behind your head. Do a little core work while standing. Push your head into your hands. And then you're going to bring your elbow, your right elbow down towards your right knee and back up. Using your core, pull your left elbow towards your left side. Good. And then bring it down. Back up. Your left elbow over, good. Keep going, vacillating, pushing down on your legs, using your core here. Good, two more. Up and back, one more. Bring the elbow down towards the right knee, up to the center, back to the left knee, and release. Open up your arms out wide. Warrior two. And then bring your hands back to be around your hips. You can put your hands on your hips. Turn and pivot so that your feet face the front of the mat, and then step your left foot to meet your right at the top. Release your hands by your side. And inhale, reach your arms out and up. Palms touch. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep your arms out and up. And then exhale, hands at heart center. Good. All right, shift your weight to that right leg. Bring your left leg back. Now we're going to come to face the front, the side of the mat. So you can bring your hands, so toes point to me, good. And reach your arms out, open up your heart. Come forward, like fly your chest forward. Bring your right hand to your left shin. Reach your left arm up towards the ceiling, twisting, looking up towards your left hand. And then come back to the center, fly those arms out, chest still facing down to the floor, and then bring your left hand to your right knee. Reach your right arm up and twist. And release, open your arms back out, and bring it all the way back up. Your shoulders up, back, and down. Good. And then turn and face your other side. Step your right foot to meet your left to the top of the other side of the mat. Good. Now both feet, you can face both feet towards that side. So feet together up at the top. There you go. Release your hands by your side. Then inhale, reach your arms out. Now palms touch. Lift your upper body out of your hips. Exhale, fold forward. Reach your hands down to the floor. Inhale, halfway lift. Slide your hands up to your knees. Back flat. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep your arms out and up. Exhale, hands at heart center. Shift your weight to the left leg, and you're going to bring your right leg back, just like you were about to with that high lunge. So left leg forward, right leg back. Good. And then reach your arms up high. And try to have your legs step far apart enough that your left knee can remain tracking over your left foot as you drop down and come back up. So straighten and bend your legs. Good. Reaching your arms up and out of your hips, out of your torso. Dropping that right knee down and then up. Good. 2 more. And release. Bring your hands behind your back. Pivot that back foot so it lands, warrior 1 position with your feet. Keep your left knee bent. Lift your chest up. Hands come back behind and fold down, humble warrior. Reaching your upper body down to the right of your left leg. Bring it up all the way back up. Open up your arms. Warrior 2. Bending your left knee. Open your arms out wide. Separate your legs a little bit more if you can. Bounce with that left knee. Straighten and bend. Kind of settle into it with your hips. Good. Reach your arms out wide. Shoulder blades together behind you. Look past your left fingertips. And then reverse. Open your left hand up to the ceiling. Draw it up and back. Reach your right hand down to the right leg. And then release. Warrior 2. Reaching your arms out wide. Come forward. Bring your right arm up and over. Left hand comes down to your thigh or left arm. Reaching all the way from the right foot, grounds down into the mat, reaches through that whole right side of your body all the way up to your fingertips. Good. And release. Open your arms back out. Straighten your front leg, so triangle. Pull your hips back towards the right. Reach your hand toward the left and drop that hand down to your left leg. Turn and twist, looking up towards your right thumb. And bring it back. Open your arms out. Good. Warrior 2, so bend that left knee. Interlace your hands behind your head. Push your head into your hand. We're going to bring your elbow, tighten your corset, your core, bring your elbow down and then back. Keeping that left knee bent. Good. Feeling the balance. Core tight. I was just reading about it before we got on the call. When you said, "How are you doing?" that's the first thing I thought of. I said, "Oh, big surprise." I will watch it though later. Yeah, it's pretty, yeah, it is, but good for them. Go ahead and reach your arms out. Yep, exactly. And then bring your hands back to your hips, spin and face towards the hallway, And then step your right foot to meet your left. Release your hands by your side. Inhale, reach your arms out and up. Look up toward the thumbs. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep your arms out and up. And exhale, hands at heart center. Yeah. All right, now have your blocks, have your blocks up at the top. Yeah, I'm gonna watch it later. All right. Yeah. Yeah. Yep. Fear or something. All right, programming. All right, so go ahead and bend your knees. We're going to do a chair pose. So bend your knees, sweep your arms down, and then lift them up. So holding here. Look up towards your hands. So a little bit of a back bend. Even though you're bending your knees, you kind of feel your back bend. Back, good. One more breath here. And then release. Bring your hands down to the floor. Bend your knees enough that your fingers can touch the floor. We're going to stay here for a few breaths. So let your belly really come to your thighs, and bend one knee and then the other. So walk your knees out here, relax your head. We're going to hold here for a full 5 breaths. You can even hold on to opposite elbows and swing left and right. And then let your hands come back down to the floor. Hook your fingers around your big toes and then straighten your legs as much as you can, pulling yourself down, your head down towards your toes. And then release the grip of your toes, bring your hands to your hips, bend your knees, and slowly come all the way back up. Good, bring your hands to your lower back, fingertips point down, lift your chest, push your hips forward, drop your head back. And come back to the center. Good, release your hands by your side. Inhale, reach your arms out and up. Exhale, fold all the way down. One more time, fingertips to the floor. Inhale, halfway lift, slide your hands to your knees, push your kneecaps back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep your arms out and up. Exhale, hands at heart center. Shift your weight to, you're going to do warrior 3. So bring your weight to your left leg, and you're going to bring that right leg up in front and then back. So send that right leg, fly it back. Bring it back down. So then bring it back down, and we're going to do just a tree pose. So now pull that right leg up to your calf or your above your heel. You can reach your arms up, make circles with your hands. Release your hands down to your heart. Bring your right foot down. Good. Other side. Shift your weight to the right leg. Bring your left leg up. and then fly it back behind warrior three. Pushing through that left leg. And then release, bring it back and right into tree pose. So knee out to the side, left knee out to the side. Your hands can be at your heart or up top. And then release. Bring your hands down, your feet down to the floor. Shake your legs out. You can twist your arms. Do a little sway left and right. All right, now we're going to go from back up, and we're going to go to warrior three to warrior two. So you're going to shift your weight to that left leg. Bring your right leg up and back. Fly it out. Reach your arms out if you want. Chest open. And then bring your foot down, land it, open your arms out wide, warrior two. So bend your right knee, bend your left knee. Reverse warrior, bring your right hand to the leg, left arm all the way up and back. And then release, cartwheel your hands onto the block. You could keep your right hand on the block. Well, first keep your hands on both blocks. Straighten out your front leg as much as you can. Bringing your head down. Good. Now keep your right hand on that block and twist your left hand up towards the ceiling. Rotate. And then bring that left hand down. Reach your right hand up and twist, rotate. Good, and bring it down. Come back to that forward fold pyramid. Bringing your upper body down, maybe a little further. And then bend your left knee. Reach your arms all the way up. Warrior one. Hips face forward. Palms can come together up top. Bend your left knee. And then step your foot to meet your other one up at the top. Bring your hands to your heart and then release them down. Good. Now slide your blocks to the other side. We're going to face the other side. And then bend your, first we're going to go a warrior three. Shift your weight to that right leg, send the left leg straight back. And then land that back foot. Keep your heel lifted. Reach your arms up. And you're going to lift your chest and then open up to warrior two. Bend your right knee. Looking past your right fingertips and then reverse. Bring your left hand to the back of your left leg. Reach your right arm up and over. And cartwheel the hands down to the blocks. Pivot your back foot so that it's almost like hit warrior one with the legs. So your legs are separate enough that your right knee can stay bent, left foot on the floor. Keep your left hand on the block and then twist your right hand up. Reach your right arm up to the ceiling and twist. And bring your right hand down. Reach your left hand up and twist. Looking up towards your left thumb. Okay, bring those hands right back down. Forward fold again into pyramid. Bringing your hands to the blocks. Bring your head towards your feet. Your left hip comes forward a little bit, so your hips are squared off towards the top of the mat. And then 2 more breaths here. And release, reaching yourself all the way back up. You can bring your hands to your hips, step your left foot to meet your right. Release your hands by your side. Inhale, reach your arms out and up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep your arms out and up. Exhale, hands at heart center. Good. From here, we're going to transition into a downward facing dog. So you can bend your knees, walk your hands down to the mat, walk your legs back, and come right into that downward facing dog. Pushing your hips up and back. Bend one knee and then the other. Pushing down on your knuckles, especially the spot between your thumb and your pointer finger. Shift your weight to that left leg and bring your right leg up. Make circles with your right knee. Let your left heel drop down to the floor so that you can really feel that stretch in the back of the left leg. And then release your right foot back down to the floor. Downward facing dog. Bring your left leg up. Make circles with your left knee. And release, keep that left foot up high. Drop your right heel down to the floor. And then release your left foot down to the floor. Inhale, high push-up or plank. Rock your feet back so you come up into that push-up position. Hands directly underneath your shoulders. Holding here. Elbows sort of pivot in. Core tight. Push through your heels. Keep holding. Shoulders away from your ears. 2 more breaths here. And then release your knees down. Untuck your toes, come into a child's pose. Push your hips back. You can bring your forehead down to your hands or a block. It's up to you. Letting your knees sort of fall apart. Hips push back to your heels. And then walk your hands over to the right side while staying down so you sort of feel the shoulders open up your chest. And back to the center, walk your hands over to the left side. Good, come back to the center. And then walk your hands up so that you can come to a tabletop position. Pull your knees underneath your hips, and you can lower your camera maybe. Arnie, you can pull your camera down. I'm going to stay where I am, but... Good. So come with your hands underneath your shoulders, knees underneath your hips, and then just make circles here. So kind of move your spine, your hips. And then coming back to the center, coming into cat-cow. Push your hands onto the ground. Pull your back up to the ceiling. Tuck your tailbone in. Tuck your chin in. Exhale. And then inhale, lengthen your chest. Push your chest through your shoulders. Lift your tail up and look up towards the ceiling. Exhale, pull it in. Inhale, extend. Exhale in. Inhale, extend. 2 more. Full rounds, moving at the speed of your own breath. And now bring your left, come back to the center, and then bring your neutral spine, bring your left hand underneath your chin, and reach your right arm up. Lift it up, and then slide it under. Thread it under like threading the needle. Push your hips back. Grab a block so you can have it under your head if you want. And walking your right arm up, your left arm up and over. Good. 2 more breaths here. And release, come back up to the center, neutral spine, and then flip your hands so that your tops of your hands can come to the floor. The back of your hands. So you can kind of stretch your wrists out here. Good. Spinning them around, making circles. Good. And then tuck your toes, push your hips back so that you can kind of release your wrists, bring your upper body up, and sit back on your heels. So you can kind of get and rotate your hands out, shake them out. Good. Stretching the back of your toes. And release. Come back down. Bring your bring your left hand underneath your chin on the floor. Reach your right arm up. Now the other side. Whatever we didn't just do. Yeah. Bring your left hand down to the floor. Reach your right arm up. You got it. And then thread the needle. Slide that arm underneath. Push your hips back. Walk your head towards the block. And then walk that left arm up. And then over to the right side. more breaths here. And then release. Come up onto all fours. So hands and knees. Remove the block. And then spin around, coming onto your seat. And letting your legs come straight out. Toes point up to the ceiling. Grab your butt muscles and kind of pull them away from your sits bones so you can be grounded down. Reach your arms up towards the ceiling and then fold forward. So let your arms come down to your side. Like you can kind of reach with your toes at first and then just let yourself hang so that your head comes and hangs down, palms facing up. And release, come back up. Place your hands on the floor behind you, bend your knees, lift your hips up, upside down tabletop, lift up. And then release, bring your hips back down. Lower yourself slowly, all the way down onto your back. Bend your knees, walk your feet over to the left side, twist your knees and drop them over to the right side. You can even drape one leg over the other, letting your arms be open. Come back to the center, dropping your knees the other direction. Come back to the center. Pull your knees into your chest, giving yourself a squeeze. You can make circles, rock left and right. And then from here, coming into happy baby, grabbing hold of the bottoms of your feet and really rocking, extending your legs out and up. And then release your legs straight up, push down on your arms on the floor, and then slowly lower your legs down. One breath. Yeah, go ahead. Slowly, slowly, using your core muscles here. And then when you get to the bottom, release all the way out. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath in. And then let it go. Letting your whole body relax, rebalance, and reground. Holding here for a full minute. ahead and wiggle your toes, squeeze and release your hands. And then bend your knees, pull your knees into your chest, rock yourself left and right. Coming back to the center. Take a deep breath in, feeling your seat on the ground, pushing down, upper body lifting up. Take a deep breath in, and then let it go. Namaste.